Welcome friends, we are here with new chapter from class 6th NCERT and its fourth chapter and its key element of democratic government. So we know little about democratic government from previous classes, and for understanding that what a democratic government is, will case study about South Africa. It is a small story, and South Africa is a country that has people of several races. So three predominant races are like white people, black people, and Indian people. So every three races were not allowed to intermingle. Every race has to stay at certain periphery or certain boundary, and it is a story of Maya, a girl from South Africa, and she had some discussion with her mother, and in this discussion she elaborates about the story of Hector Peterson. So Maya saw a scrapbook, and in that scrapbook she sees a boy and his various photos. So she asked her mother about that boy, and that boy was Hector Peterson. So her mother narrated her story, and in that story she said that South Africa was earlier governed by apartheid laws. Apartheid means separation on the basis of races. So according to the law, the races were not allowed to mingle with each other, to live near each other, or even to use common facilities. In those days they had separate hospitals, separate ambulance, separate buses, separate trains, even the separate bus stops. Blacks were not allowed to use the facilities provided to whites, and facilities provided to whites were well equipped, and facilities provided to Indians and blacks were very poor. There was voting rights in South Africa, but it was limited to white people. Blacks were not allowed to vote, and every best thing was supposed to be given to the whites, and black has to rest with the worst available things. Black colored people were not considered equal to white people. There was one black township in southern side of the city, and Hector Peterson lived there. He and his classmate protested against learning the Afrikaans language. This was the language which was used by white people, and these boys wanted to learn Zulu, their own language. And about this, some protests were happening, and in those protests, police brutally killed this boy, Hector Peterson, and this date was 16th June 1976. After this incident, one spark happened, and a party named African National Congress was formed, and it started protest against this apartheid laws, and finally it got success in 1994. South Africa became democratic country and equal for all races. So this is the story of South Africa. Now we come to the principles of democracy. In democracy, participation is most important thing. How people participate in democracy? People people participate in democracy through their voting rights. Like a person is elected for normally 5 years. So if that person is not listening to the voice and interest of his electorate can punish that guy and they will vote him out. So key principle for this thing to happen is regular elections. If regular elections will happen, people will have the choice to change a non-performing person. So government listens to the public sentiment like price rise or unemployment and likewise various things, because the responsible government has to listen to the public's interest, otherwise they will be thrown out. People express their views and make governments understand what action they should take. For doing this, people stage dharnas, they come with rallies, strikes, signature campaigns, and what is just or what is unjust can also be elaborated by the media houses, the newspapers, television, magazines. These all things also hold governments and they support public sentiment and they try to get things done in public's interest. So media is called fourth pillar of democracy. Social movement that seek to challenge the government and its functioning. If government is not listening to the public sentiment, some social movements come up, like social movement of Adivasis, social movement of women, movement of minority communities, Dalits. These movements come into the scene and government listens to them. If people of the country are alert and interested in the functioning of government, like how this country is being run, then the democratic character of government will be stronger. Because if people will lose interest and the political executive will do as per his whims and fancies, then the democratic character of country will become vanished. Conflicts occur when different culture, religion, region or economic background do not get along with each other, and some of them feels discriminated against. In those cases, sometimes people wants to settle their differences through violent skirmishes, and it is the job of the government to help in resolving those conflicts. Indian Constitution lays down the basic rule or laws that have to be followed by everyone, by citizen, by government and by everybody. So these are the basic rules and it should be followed. Sometimes religious possessions and celebration can also lead to conflicts. Like you must have seen that in some cases, like Muslim possessions are blocked in Hindu areas, Hindu possessions are blocked in Muslim areas. and these things has no basic background. Somebody is participating in this his religious function, so he should participate, and others should not feel offended about that. So it is the job of the police to ensure the things that violence don't take place. Even rivers can also become a source of conflict between states. There are various river conflict in India today, like Kaveri conflict, the Narmada conflict, the Krishna conflict. So we'll talk about Kaveri. Kaveri water dispute is between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka has one water storage that is named Raja Sagar Dam, and it is used to irrigating the number of districts and city of Bangalore. And Tamil Nadu stores the water in Mettur Dam. Like every time the low-lying state in river plain will have some disadvantages, like the upper lying state will release water, then only the low lying state will get the water. This is the region of conflict. So there are some tribunals which help to settle dispute between the parties. Equality and justice is one of the key idea of democratic government, and equality and justice are inseparable. Like if peoples in the society are not deemed equal, like somebody is touchable and somebody is untouchable, then this is not justice. So Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar and Gandhiji, both persons have advocated about the removing of untouchability from our society. There were various movements also, and it is now constitutional provision that nobody should practice untouchability. Even in our society, inequality in boy and girl, because boy child is preferred and girl child is not. The case in Haryana become worst, where the male female ratio became 1000 is to 738. So if there are 1000 boys, only 700 girls were available to match them. So these things are very necessary factors that girls and boys in the society should be considered equal, and Government of India has started Beti Bachao Beti Padhao Abhiyan from Haryana itself, and they want to promote the girl education, and they want to protect the female fetus. So this is in the chapter, and we'll come with next chapter. If you like this video, please like, subscribe and share this video to your friends, and watch our GS video also. Thank you very much.